Growing up, I was a product of an Air Force family, so it was certainly a little nomadic. In the first 10 years, we lived all over the country, spent some time in South Korea, and then landed here in Colorado when I was about 10 years old. But I've been in part of the Denver metro area for about 37 years now, and certainly call Colorado home. I went to school at Overland High School in Aurora, played some golf, basketball, and baseball out there, and then continued the journey up to the University of Colorado at Boulder, where I earned a degree in kinesiology. And then followed that up several years ago with a master's degree in organizational leadership. So I was a member of the 2006 recruit class as a line member here at South Metro Fire Rescue. Before I engaged in that, I spent some time down in the Denver Health system as a paramedic. So got my EMT, got my paramedic, was working various positions in the hospital, then moved over into the ambulance world with the Denver Health. From there, I spent time as a firefighter paramedic. I was a field instructor that instructed new paramedics, and then moved my way through several ranks, including lieutenant and captain. I taught a couple of our recruit training academies as an instructor, did a couple of those, and then spent time as a acting incident safety officer, all the way through captain, and then became the EMS chief in 2020, right before COVID started. So I spent a few years as the EMS chief at South Metro. And in 2022, got moved into the deputy chief position overseeing emergency services. The district is where I grew up, essentially providing service to our communities. And I think just those interactions and some of the visceralness of those calls and people calling in their time of need, that drives a deep connection to the community. And especially in this line of work, I think that spreads throughout the 287 square miles that we are now. So for me, the district and the people in the district are everything. And right alongside with that is the members of South Metro Fire Rescue and the 800 people that make up this organization. Those are the drivers. That's what I believe South Metro is. And we really try to take a lot of pride in the service levels that we provide and how we're able to integrate those into the community, and for when anybody, whether you're a resident or a visitor, calls 911 for help, we're going to make the things happen to provide that top level service. Several years ago, if you had asked me that I'd be in this position, I would have probably thought you were crazy. But I think during that journey, you start finding opportunities of ways to better people and bring people up and better the organization and provide for better safety mechanisms and service levels for our community. And I think, especially in the last 5 years, that's just been the center point. And so, was this ever something that I was desperately pursuing? No, it wasn't.
Chief Curtis, your family, you may now pin your badge. Please join me in congratulating Chief Curtis.
There's just an opportunity to continue taking care of people, and this, is I feel like if you're basing it with authenticity and integrity, and you're making decisions that, again, better the community members to which we serve, that I felt that this position was something that I could be effective at.
I will faithfully perform the duties.
I will faithfully perform the duties
of the Fire Chief for South Metro Fire Rescue.
Of the Fire Chief for South Metro Fire Rescue. So the pillars for me really focus around our mission, and that's to provide an all hazards response model that fits the needs of our community. And spread out over 287 square miles, we have a lot of things to cover and a lot of ground to cover. So focusing on the mission, which is when our community calls us for help, that we're going to be there responding in a manner with trained and prepared and motivated individuals that will provide the best level of service that we could provide as an organization. And so focusing in on that and making sure that our members are aligned with that, with meeting our community's needs, is paramount. And I think that's the reason we exist. That's what we owe our community who support us, and making sure that we're prepared to manage any incident or call for help in whatever form that takes place. For me, it's all about family. I feel like I'm a family man. I want to be the best spouse I can be to my wife, that I can be the best father to our 3 children who are 8, 6, and 18 months. So they're certainly keeping us busy, but those are those are the people that ground me. And I've always been very people focused, but when it comes to that, that drives everything that I do here at work. And they're direly important to me. The decisions that bleed over into work are based on being able to go home to them and say that their dad's trying to do a good job, and that coming to work is exactly that too. It is what firefighters know and our organization knows is basically our second family. We spend so much time with whatever capacity that you're serving in, they do become like family. And so for me, that has been a driving force as to me wanting to even be in this position. And wanting to take care of that second family the way I do my own. It certainly is a privilege to be in the position of fire chief here at South Metro Fire Rescue. As a special district, we encompass over 287 square miles, over 3 counties, multiple municipalities, and over 560,000 residents. We continue to build those relationships with our stakeholders, and it's truly important to us to make sure that our world-class service continues into the future, and that we can pivot and build upon the foundational levels that we've established and that trust with the community. We want to do nothing but continue that into the future.
To Chief Curtis, in recognition of the assumption of your privilege in leading the South Metro Fire Rescue District forward, the members of this department do hereby pledge our support to you. Chief 3 is now in service.
Well, I'm certainly excited to be in the position that I am as the fire chief here at South Metro Fire Rescue. I realized during my own journey that it's been because of the men and women that I've had the privilege to work alongside throughout the years that's put me in this place to, I think, continue to build upon the foundational things that we've set as an organization, our standards and our expectations to deliver world-class care to our customers. And I think that is where we can just continue to build upon, and I'm excited to do that all alongside the men and women in this organization.